What's poppin', guys? This is Josh from Hydra Mobile Detailing, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get rid of water spots on your vehicle. So as you can see on this vehicle, we have a lot of water spots on here, and water spots are definitely a nuisance to deal with when it comes to having a very pristine vehicle. Everyone goes through it. It could be things such as something as simple as water from your own water sprinkler system, because of all the minerals that we have here in Long Island, New York, spraying all over the vehicle. Have no choice but to deal with it. But you don't have to just deal with it. We have products that is supposed to help get rid of those water spots. So I have a few products here to show you the process from A to B on how to get rid of these water spots, and hopefully you will get some enjoyment out of this, and let's get started. All right, so what we're gonna do is first foam the vehicle, and we have a new product out. It is Clean by Pan the Organizer Demineralizing Shampoo. This is an acidic wash that's also safe on ceramic coated vehicles. It helps get rid of things such as water spots on your vehicle. Now, there's a limit. There's something that you want to also keep this in mind, that when it comes to water spots, it depends on how long that the water spots have been on your vehicle. It could be something as simple as like 1 day. It could be 1 week, 1 month, many months, 1 year, or many years. So there's different levels of water spots that you want to try and handle, and it's up to you to know how to get rid of them. And what we're going to do is go from the least aggressive to the most aggressive. The least aggressive being with a acidic wash like this, or you're going to use the highest worst case scenario, sanding down your vehicle and then repainting it. That's definitely not going to be the case with my vehicle, because this vehicle is protected by Clean by Pan the Organizer ceramic spray sealant, and I just haven't washed this car in many months because I'm too busy cleaning other people's cars. Perks of being a business owner. But we're going to be using the demineralizing shampoo, and then we're gonna go from there to see how everything else goes with the vehicle. If the water spots are still there, I'm gonna up the ante with Clean by Pan the Organizer water spot remover, which is just released just before this came out. So I'm looking forward to testing that out as well. And if that one doesn't work out, I'm gonna try a different product, and so on and so forth, to get the results that I need. So hopefully it doesn't require polishing. It shouldn't. So that's what I'm hoping for. Let me just get a quick smell of this real quick. Always gotta have that suction cup thingy along with it. So annoying. Oh, okay. Yeah, Pan. Just want to let you know that you already kind of give hints based off of the colors of your product line. Purple. We're always going to be thinking and associating purple with grape. It has that grape smell. It's not too strong, but you definitely smell it. It smells like one of those old medicines for grape when I was a kid, but yeah. Another great smelling product here, Pan. Way to go. All right, so we're going to foam the vehicle and then get on with it. All right, so we mixed the dilution in the active foam cannon, and I have a pressure washer, active 2.3 pressure washer. So go based off of whatever pressure washer that you have to get the foam that you want, according to the directions of the shampoo, Clean by Pan the Organizer Demineralizing Shampoo. 1 to 10 dilution mixed in here. Mix it up. Now we're gonna foam it. All right, so now we're gonna let this dwell for 1 to 2 minutes, and then we have to also make sure to keep in mind that it's not in direct sunlight. It's also in on a cool surface. So follow the directions. As a mobile detailer, you have no choice but to use it in direct sunlight when you have to, but if you're a mobile detailer and you've been doing this for many years, you would know how to do it properly, whether if it's doing it in parts or doing it very quickly or having a tent or a canopy, something of that sort. So everyone will know how to do it, but obviously follow the directions and go from there. All right, so it's been about 2 minutes. We're gonna rinse it off and then we're gonna foam it one more time for the extra lubrication before we do the contact wash. All right, gonna foam and then contact wash. I do want to say though, I don't know if I might have put too much on it, but I did the calculations and that was it. It foams up pretty good. It's more runnier as expected, so I'm happy about that. And again, it's also protected by the ceramic spray sealant by Clean by Pan, the organizer. And I like the smell of it. Grape isn't necessarily my favorite, but it's nice to have that enjoying aroma when washing your vehicles. So yeah, it's more runnier as expected when it comes to these types of shampoos, but it's still clinging on. All right, now that the contact wash is done, let's rinse the vehicle and see the results. All right, let's dry the vehicle and see what happens. And the drying towel that we're gonna be using is Clean by Pan, the Organizer drying towel. This is the best drying towel in the world right now, in my opinion. And if you guys watched my previous video where I washed car in direct sunlight, it'll be somewhere up here or in the link below. So if you looked at that and saw that when I was drying the vehicle, that the Rag Company Liquidator, I said that was the best drying towel. Well, now it's down to second best drying towel because this thing is super absorbent. And what makes this different is that this is a twisted loop on one side, and then on the other side, it's a short nap. And he did this according to Pan, saying that if you're doing emblems, it will not get caught up and rip the threads. And I definitely had problems with that. So I'm glad that he kept that in mind. Okay, so if you could be able to see, the water spots are still there, but it definitely cleaned the surface of some of the surface level water spots because I do see a difference, but the water spots that are deeper into the paint or the clear coat is still there. So we're gonna go on to the next level, and the next level is Clean by Pan, the Organizer Spray Water Spot Remover. Okay, so according to the directions of Clean by Pan, the Organizer Water Spot Remover, We're going to be doing this on a dry surface for the best results, and we're going to be using Clean by Panel Organizer Jobber 350 to apply the product. We need to wait for it to dry. Well, not wait for it to dry. We're going to do it on a dry surface and hope for the best. Going to do a few sprays here. Going to do one spray here and gently agitate the surface with it. Again, we are doing this to show the different levels that is required to try and remove water spots depending on how deep the water spots have been on your vehicle. I'm going to do another spray here. All right, going to let that dwell for about 1 or 2 minutes, according to this. Do not let dry, avoid direct sunlight, rinse thoroughly with water and repeat if need be. All right, we're gonna see how it works. All right, so it's been about 2 minutes. Gonna wash it with the demineralizing shampoo. And then gonna rinse it off. Now you see how the water was beating off of the vehicle? It's still protected by the ceramic spray sealant by Clean by Panel Organizer. So let's dry this vehicle and see if the water spot remover worked for that one. So the water spots are still there. I was hoping that it would work, but like I said, this vehicle has not been washed for many months because I've been detailing other people's vehicles and been neglecting my own. So let's go on to the next level, which is going to be the Chemical Guys Heavy Duty Water Spot Remover. Let's see if that'll work. I'm really hoping that this doesn't come to polishing my vehicle because I do not have time for that. So now we're going to be using Chemical Guys Heavy Duty Water Spot Remover. This is in gel form. So I'm expecting this to be more abrasive, and it has been like my go-to when it comes to water spot remover just before polishing, because if this doesn't work, then the polishing would have to do. So I'm hoping that it doesn't come to that. It shouldn't, but we'll see. Got to check out the product first and then do 4 drops. In this case, I'm only going to do 2 because I want to work a small area. All right, I'm gonna go side to side, up and down. You could also go circular motions if you want. The direction says side to side, linear pattern, but sometimes I like to do it like this as if I'm applying wax. Alrighty. Now we're going to wash it and then rinse it and see the results. Dry it. Yeah, there we go. And here is the results. You can be able to see a comparison side to side. So it looks like the heavy duty water spot remover by Chemical Guys is my go-to once again. Now, people have their thoughts on Chemical Guys, but they do have products that will be your go-to. Don't knock them. They have their place, and water spot remover, heavy duty water spot remover of theirs definitely continues to be my favorite water spot remover. But again, this is just a tutorial, step-by-step, on how to go about removing water spots from your vehicle. Fortunately, I don't have to go through the process of polishing, but that's why we go through the least aggressive to the most aggressive. So again, this was before and the after. Crystal clear. All right, so that is it. That is how you try to remove water spots from your vehicle. Again, we use the least aggressive to the most aggressive, but in this case, we didn't have to go to the most aggressive. We only had to go through three layers. The demineralizing shampoo by Clean Panel Organizer. That one I would recommend using for if you have water spots that has just arrived, like 24 hours afterhand, maybe a week. The Clean by Panel Organizer spray version water spot remover. That one I'm going to assume will be something that you would use after a week, maybe a month, depending on how much water spots that you have, things of that sort, how long it's been on there. But in my case, I haven't washed my car in many months, and the heavy duty water spot remover from Chemical Guys was able to do the job. Fortunately, it didn't have to come to doing the polishing, because if it has to come to polishing, then that's into the clear coat. And if the water spots was still not coming out after the polishing, then it would have to be wet sanded and then repainted. If you have water spots on your vehicle, which I'm pretty sure most of you do, this is the lineup on how you want to go. Least aggressive to most aggressive. Again, demineralizing shampoo by Clean by Panel Organizer, and then Clean by Panel Organizer water spot remover, and then the heavy duty water spot remover by Chemical Guys, polishing, and then wet sanding. Go through each step and find out which one does it for you. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you got any value off of this, give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, comment what your thoughts are, and I'll see you the next time. Peace. 1.5 ounce, no, not 1.5, 45 ounces. Yo, I put 45 milliliters of the Clean by Pan, the Organizer, demineralizing shampoo in here. But what was I saying?